Welcome to the REI Foundation Podcast, where we cover all the steps and strategies to make your real estate dreams a reality. Now your hosts, Jason and Peely.
Hi, everybody. Welcome again to the REI Foundation Podcast with Jason and Peely. Today is Multifamily Mondays.
Hi, everyone.
Well, today we are going to talk about risk tolerance. So as you know, any type of investing is going to be risky. And we want to talk about I don't want to say struggles, but just the differences between my risk tolerance and Jason's risk tolerance. And it's very, very different as we're discovering.
And when you say risky, it's risky in the point that if you're not prepared for what may come, you're putting yourself at more risk to probably and possibly not have the best investment. Mm-hmm. So one of the things that continues to come up is that buying large multifamilies, people ultimately assume that must be a very risky thing if you're going to go out there and buy a 50-unit building, a 100-unit building, 200-unit building. So that must be so risky because it's such a large investment. And I just feel more comfortable buying a single-family house or two-family house.
And that's fine. That's
definitely fine.
More than fine. Mm-hmm. But if you do want to take that mind shift into multifamily properties, you sort of have to, you have to have a mind shift.
You have to take the leap.
Yeah, you have to take the leap. So how did you take the leap?
Well, I surrounded myself with people that were doing it. Mm-hmm. I educated myself. I read as many books, many things online, targeting multifamily, read things like Multifamily News, went on Bigger Pockets, met people in certain areas that were investing it, went to local REIAs, listened to people speak about multifamilies, and just got comfortable with the concept. And I learned the lingo and started to make a network and surround myself with people who were investors doing this, but also team members in there. And what that did is it took the risk factor, and it was the same property that I wanted to buy, the same kind of property, mm-hmm. but it started to diminish that risk factor because I understood the level of risk that actually was in front of me by the more I educated myself on the process.
So something unknown became known. Hence
Correct.
The risk in your mind started to it started to dissipate a little bit.
Yeah. Sometimes you get so afraid with that. If you don't know it, it must be risky. And mm-hmm. lots of times that's just simply not the case.
Yeah. Simply
not the case. And the more you find out about something, it's just, it becomes so clear that you almost think, for example, let's say riding a bike. When you're mm-hmm. a little kid, you get on a bike and it's the hardest thing ever. And you put all your effort into it and you're falling and you can't even do this thing. And then, a couple months later, you're just riding around, cruising around with your little friends and then having a great time, not even thinking about the whole process of riding a bike because you've done it. And so now it was no longer a risk, it was fun and it was rewarding. And that's what you can turn investing into. You can find opportunities that are rewarding the more you educate yourself and the more you familiarize yourself, wow, that's a word, with the process. And that's how we've been able to take the jump into multifamilies. And sure, we've still made mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes, but you have to, you surround yourself with so many good people and so much information that these mistakes, they only slightly take you off track and you're able to course correct quickly because you've educated yourself and surrounded yourself with such great team members that the risk is diminished greatly.
And I mean, I'm going to add to that, the I don't want to say so much plan, but the growth process that Jason and I had, we started flipping. And then we had an opportunity to buy 2 duplexes in Indiana. And that really opened both of our eyes up to the possibilities of doing not only multifamilies, but working and investing in states that were not our own. So from single family flipping to a couple of duplexes, now Jason and I own a 94-unit apartment building. It sounds like a huge leap, but really it's not. It's just a growth process, letting your mind wrap itself around each level of investing.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
I love it.
Okay, well, that was our process on getting into multifamilies and discovering the risks and the rewards of multifamily. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them for us in Facebook, leave them for us in iTunes. Let us know what you're thinking about. And if you do have a bit of time on your hands, please leave us a review. Let us know what we can work on and what you loved about this podcast. Thank you so much for joining us today. This is Jason and Peely with the REI Foundation Podcast, Multifamily Mondays. Thank you so very much. You have a great day.
Bye now.
Bye.
Hi, everybody. Peely here from the REI Foundation Podcast. Looking to rev up your wholesaling or house flipping business? Go now to houseflippinghq.com. Jason and I are part of a house flipping family, a community created by Justin Williams. Would we be where we are without him and without his community and his mentors? Probably not. Justin and his team basically handed us personalized shortcuts and exact strategies that have made us explode in today's market. So if you're looking to take the next step, go to houseflippinghq.com right now. Again, this is Peely from the REI Foundation Podcast. Thank you so much for listening, and we are so grateful for you. Have a great day. Bye.
Thanks for tuning into the REI Foundation Podcast. Check back next time for more awesome tips and strategies to launch your new you in real estate.